Hi, Blake from footballboost.co.uk, and today I'll be answering the 10 most asked questions on the adidas ACE16 Purecontrol. The most asked question will be at the very end of this video, so stay tuned for that.
Are they easy to clean?
So are they easy to clean? My answer would be yes and no. The boots use a PRIMEKNIT upper, really smooth. It's an inverted knit texture, so it might be hard to get the mud out of the boot there. And it's got this exposed PRIMEKNIT on top, which will be the hardest part to clean. And we're doing a special cleaning video on the ACE16 Purecontrol in the future.
Are they true to size?
So I've actually play tested these boots previously, and I wore my usual UK 10, which is perfect for me, so they do fit true to size.
Are they good for wide feet?
So are they good for wide feet? My answer would be yes. I'm a player with wide feet myself. The Tear Fit wrap in the midfoot aggressively wraps my foot, so it's definitely going to be a nice snug fit for wide-footed players. No-footed footballers out there, you're going to have slightly more room inside these boots, so it's a boot that can fit everyone.
Does the boot lose its tightness? So with the upper, concern is going to be that tightness. They do fit pretty tight. If you've got them true to size, they're going to fit pretty well on you, and the concern is over time, is this upper going to stretch and move out, and then they're going to lose their shape, and the next thing you know, you're going to kick the ball and it's going to go flying off. Well, the good news is they are going to stay pretty tight. The upper that the adidas have deployed on these is going to keep its shape, and they're not going to change too much. The prime cut, the collar itself, doesn't have a lot of movement in it. It feels a bit tighter than the way it's been knitted together for these boots than you see on like the dynamic fit collars on the Nike range. And yeah, this boot isn't going to change too much. One issue is though, is if you do put them on and you do feel they're a bit too tight and the upper itself is just a bit much for you, it's not really going to get a huge amount better. This is how they're going to stay. The problem is, if you broke them in and it would loosen up, then people are going to have problems with fit. And what Adidas have to do is make sure these stay consistent over time. So it isn't going to change a huge amount. They are going to stay relatively tight. You've got to make sure you get that fit that you like. Don't expect them to kind of to break in too much in the upper. It's not going to happen. Does the sole flake off?
Yes, the sole on these does flake off over time, and it's probably the worst thing about these boots. It's a real shame because they come out and they look real pristine. You've got this nice chromy coloured finish. These ones have got the green, or you've got that kind of nice kind of multicolored marbly type thing going on with the black ones, and yeah, they're stunning and you've got them and it looks awesome. Then you wear them and it starts to come off. First what happens is, like on these, the green comes off and you just see the chrome itself underneath, and then after time that chrome itself will flake off, and then you just see the original plastic green underneath. And it's just such a disappointment. Such a high-end product, you're spending all that money, the sole is going to flake off. And Nike did it themselves as well. They say it happens on the sole of like their Hypervenoms and some of the other products as well. It's just a disappointment, and you don't want something like that to happen to your boots, but it does. So be aware that yes, it does flake off on the sole, and you're going to get it in those high abrasion areas. So it's going to start off around the studs and all these kind of areas, maybe on the front, especially if you're playing on like Astro or 3G. You're going to get it coming off a lot quicker, and over time it's going to get worse and worse and just keep flaking off. So be aware.
Are they easy to put on?
Putting these on can be a little tricky. That's why Adidas have given you these pull cords. You've got one at the back and another one at the front, and we've got a specific video on how to put these on. If it's not live already, it'll be live soon, so make sure you subscribe, and we'll throw up a card to the video so you can click on the link. And yeah, so it'll either be in the feed soon or it'll be there already if you're watching this a little later on. Anyway, so you're going to pull these and you get your foot in. Can be a bit tricky, especially for people with wide feet. It's the same problems that people had with the Nike dynamic fit collar boots. It's pretty tricky to get your foot in. You do get a shoehorn which you put at the back, and that just helps you slide your foot in. Anyway, just check out the video on how to put them on. It tells you about it. It's not that bad. It starts off a bit of an issue, but you get used to it. You work out how the best way to do it is. First couple of times might be a problem, but after that you're just going to slide in and away you go.
Can you notice there aren't laces?
So in terms of noticing whether they had laces or not, it was a bit 50-50 for me. When I was striking and touching the ball, I could tell that there weren't any laces because it was so clean when doing so. However, because of the Tech Fit wrap inside, it really did hug my foot. So although they didn't have laces, I still had a very tight fit.
Is it better than the PRIMEKNIT?
So is it better than the PRIMEKNIT? Really, it's all about personal preference. Myself, I would go for the Purecontrol. You're going to get a really clean and uniform striking surface when you're controlling, shooting and passing the ball. The PRIMEKNIT has laces, so you can really lock down the midfoot and customize it the way you want it. Really, it's all about personal preference. I'd go for the Purecontrol.
Are they good value for money?
Price-wise, you are putting a lot of cash into these, but you're spending something similar to a Superfly or a Magista, and you're getting a very similar quality product. A lot of you are really going to enjoy these, and a lot of technology has been thrown in, a lot of investment and time Adidas have put into creating this laceless boot. It's something certainly pretty unique, And it is worth it if you want to pay that extra, but only if you want that clean striking area, and only if they're going to fit in a way that you want them to. Otherwise you may as well be wearing the prime knits and you can tighten the laces and you still get a very similar upper. It's just you're not getting the laceless. So they're only worth the money if you really feel like this is going to be a benefit to you. If not, then go to the cheaper versions. You can go the prime knits, or you don't want the prime knit upper, then you could go with a synthetic upper, or if you like leather you could go there. And obviously you've got the prime mesh, which is like a kind of even lower tier version of this, 16.2, 16.3, but that doesn't have any of the technology. It just is made to look a bit like the prime knits. So these themselves, value for money, they are, but only if they are what you want them to be.
So how did they feel? They were actually really positive for me. The Purecontrols offer that really clean striking surface through the no laces, and also the fit was really good too, due to the tech fit wrap inside the boot, so my foot was still snug inside. Overall, a really good pair of boots for me.
Thanks for watching our 10 questions on the Purecontrol. How, what, why, who. If you've got any more questions, let us know in the comments below and we'll try and help you out, let you know. But we tried to sum up some of the most common questions that we've already had on some of our videos of these on our channel. We'll be back with another 10 questions on something else soon. So if you've got questions on something new, maybe the 2016 Mercurial Superfly, anything really, then have a think of some questions, drop them in the comments on this video, any video. We love your interactions, keep doing it, keep taking part, keep joining us on the channel. Okay, I'm going to go put these on and go enjoy my football. You do the same.